Can you hear me?
Hi, I can hear you, but it's an echo.
Okay. Are you on speakerphone?
Yeah, I didn't hear. It just sounds like so much is going on there.
Okay. Well, I'm going. I have to keep you on speakerphone if you want me to record. If you don't want me to record, then I can take you off of speakerphone. So it's up to you. Do you? Would you like me to call you back or?
Oh my God, I can't hear. No, Ella, can you call me on this number? 267-961-0952.
Repeat yourself, please.
267
267
961
961.
0952.
Okay.
Okay. Hello?
Yes. Greetings, beloved. How are you?
Oh, yes. I can hear. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you, and yourself.
I'm okay. Much
Oh,
better now.
oh, okay, great. Are you familiar with how I conduct sessions, or should I explain to you a little
Yes.
bit?
No. No, you could just jump right in.
Oh, okay. Well, I do know that you said you had some concerns that you wanted to cover. You've been going through lots of ups and downs. So do you want to just focus on that, or what do you want? How do you want this session to go? Are you mostly focused on your current situation, or do you want a little assistance on that because it seemed to be very urgent?
My current situation,
Mhm.
it has to do, it's not just about me.
Mhm.
It's about me and everything that comes with my situation.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because I really wanted to talk to you first because of me, but then
Mhm.
it got more urgent because it was, the problem was more than me now.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Do you want to elaborate a little
Um,
bit more on that, or because the
um,
messages is going to be the
right
same
now,
messages. The
yeah, right now I'm in agony because my husband's not here. Immigration got a hold on him,
Mhm.
and so it's like I had to transfer out of a whole other county to go back to a county where I was raised,
Mhm.
like something from the past, and so like now I got to be back in my past, and I have to be without him. I have to like it's like I have to learn a new life really, really fast,
Mhm.
and I'm
Mhm.
just still holding on for hope
Well, these
in
are
a situation
mhm.
that is kind of like crazy already.
Well, see, the this is what it is, right? You, in a sense, just by what you've explained to me, you're just looking at you're resonating in fear. That's one thing. You're fearful of going back, right? You're fearful, or rather, you do not want to live again or relive this same lifestyle that you might live if you go back to the same place, right? But the first thing that came up with you more so was the color purple. And what they said is she needs to begin to take control of what is happening to her. Do not allow you having to go back to the same place to control how you feel and how you're thinking. Even though you're going back only to move forward. So count this as in a sense, it's a blessing. Because if you don't see it as a blessing, you're going to see it more so as something that is bringing about obstacles. Nothing brings about obstacles but the mentality that you have in your mind, good sister. So in any event, I'm not saying that you're going to suffer. The only suffering that the spirit realm is saying is a mental suffering for you, more so. And again, anything that you're going through, either if you feel like it's bringing you back or whatever, you have control of the feelings. You have control of this situation. So yes, all right, I'm going back to this place. Do you feel like you're going to stay there for long? Because if you feel like you're going to stay there for long, you're going to stay there for long. This is the reality that you're going to create for yourself. If you say to yourself, okay, I'm going there just to have like a pit stop, or just for me to be there for about 3 or 4 months, that is what is going to happen. Even shorter than that. Just as you said, everything is happening so quickly. So if everything is happening quickly in a negative way, why can't everything happen quickly for you in a positive way? This is where the separation comes in, at where the I and myself needs to be looked upon. Am I in control, or is the myself in control? And the myself, who's the myself part? You get what I'm saying? Who am I? Who is actually running my mental state of mind, more so? You get what I'm saying? Is it the ego? You get what I'm saying? Is it the pain body? Is it the suffering body? Or is it the God body? Is it the I in myself, or is it, you get what I'm saying? So in any event with you, beloved, this is the reason why the spirit realm, the first thing that they said is, listen, hey, she has very good, your intuition is definitely on point, very strong, but at times I'm not sure if it's because you're frightful, or you're going through these situations where it's not making you feel good. You're not resonating with your intuition. So one of the things that's coming up is the number 9 with you. So we're dealing with closing of cycles. So it could even be a situation now that you're suffering, and now you got to go to point B. Right? When you go to point B, the point B may not be all that you want, but the point B is going to get you to your final destination. And that's the beauty of it, good sister. So in any event, beloved, I'm only seeing that with you, you are more so allowing your emotion to take control. And again, don't feel don't feel no type of way, or don't make this bring about more stress to you, because it happens, right? When we don't have answers, or when we can't, we're in a situation where the monetary goals, or money is not, accessible the way. So a lot of things plays into part. However, we are in the times of manifestation. Anything that you visualize, or anything that you think of, shall be created in your reality. So we want you to begin to put on this royalty hat. Okay, we want you to begin to put on this royalty hat. And I'm seeing the ancestors dancing as I'm saying this royalty hat. There's ancestors dancing and playing drums. I'm picking up more so of like the Mama Oya and the Papa Shango energy forth with you, because Oya brings about change, and then you have Shango that is bringing forth a lots of tension, more so, or not lots of, how can I say, hard lessons to you. And that's a good thing, because you have to learn to master the God you, or you have to learn to master the mind. So if you're not learning to master the mind, good sister, this fire, or this intensity, this Mars energy, also known as the Shango energy, is going to keep coming under your ass, your ass. Okay? It's going to keep coming. So I definitely feel that yes, you are going to go back into. And again, you have options. You don't have to choose to go back there. You could choose to go somewhere else. You know, sitting in solitude and asking your higher self what it is. Where should I go next? What you learn to let's begin to learn to communicate, with our spirit body instead of communicating with the physical realm. The physical realm means nothing. This realm that we living in means nothing. Let's begin to get back into the spiritual
realm. That's why I really wanted to talk to you, because I need to learn how to tap into my spiritual self. It's like sometimes one day I can really do it easy, then the next day when I'm going through too much, just like you mentioned earlier, it's like I'm unstable. I'm like all over the place. I can't control both the physical and the physical.
No, it's not that you can't. It's that you could. See now, even these little different words plays a part in mastering these experiences. I can't keep control. I can't hold. I can't shouldn't be in your vocabulary once you want to begin to resonate with the spiritual you. What is your sign?
Scorpio.
I knew you was a Scorpio. Definitely Scorpio. I knew you was a Scorpio. Okay, very sensitive to these situations. Sometimes, many Scorpios, they tend to panic a lot. They're panicky. Especially when it's.
I absorb everything when I panic. I absorb everything all around me, all the negativity, everything.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you speak up a little louder?
All the negativity, everything around me. Like when anything's bad, I pick up on everything. I absorb everything. I feel everything.
Right.
Even if it's from somebody else in their situation, it's like I'll take their bad and give them good, and I'll walk away with all the bad. I absorb all the negativity. Even though I could talk to them and make everything better for them, I walk away hurting myself even more.
Exactly. And when let me tell you, when you say, oh well, how can I get to this spiritual dimension or this spiritual enlightenment, the first thing that you want to do is whenever you feel, you picking up on other people's aura, first of all, you need to brush it off. You need to let that go. You can't hold on to it, right? I now release this energy into the ethers, right? That's the first thing, because that energy is not you. You get what I'm saying? That energy is someone else or something else. And that's why I said the I in myself. Sometimes you tend to feel like, oh no, is this happening to myself? No, it's not happening to myself. It is happening to the person or the thing, the people around me, and I feel like it's happening to myself. That's why I picked up on that energy with you, that vibration. That's why I'm speaking this particular language with you. So with you, you got to decipher. Say that again, good sister.
You're good, man. You good. You talking about everything that I want to face, because, like you said, I'm intuitive. I know what the problem is, but I'm the type of person, for me to learn, it's like I know my ancestors got to put me on my ass for me to really make a change.
But you see, what's happening with you is, and it's interesting that I said Mars, because Mars also have a connection with Scorpio. I believe they say that Mars share, that sign or whatnot, but the planet Pluto, which is the planet of intensity and change. Remember when I spoke to you about change, right? And just like Pluto, just like Oya, Pluto is also change, right? But in any event with you, anything that you are going through, if you are not resonating with your highest self, okay, and you're not resonating with the God in you, you're going to go through these intense stages of your life. The same what you're going through right now. This is a very intense situation. You're feeling you're not allowing the God to resonate, so you're allowing what? The fear. Are you hearing me?
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So you're.
I can hear you.
So what I'm saying is you're allowing the fear to take control. Okay. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to step out of this fear body, okay? And continue to affirm, magic. Scorpios is all about magic. Scorpios is all about dealing with the occult realm, okay? What is hidden. Scorpios is always about digging in deep, right? Detective, being the detective. Go.
Just know you're the truth. I just want to pause to tell you that you're the truth. You're the truth. You're the truth. I already knew and I already saw that I talked to you before we talked. And I knew that after I talked to you, the purpose, everything that I was supposed to do, I had to come talk to you first before everything else got manifested into my physical, my physical life. I knew I had to like get. I already knew there's a flood that was sent this year. I just didn't know how bad I was going to get affected by the flood. And I knew before my flood was over that I had to talk to you. I had to. I didn't know when. I didn't know what year. I didn't know how, but I knew once I finished talking to you, that means I was almost close to the suffering to be over, so that whatever I could fulfill, me that I don't know if it's my creativity, if it's whatever, but I knew it would be over after I talked to you. It would start getting better. I'll find some light.
Well, number 9, that's the cycle of closure. That's what came up with you. So it's ending. And that's what I'm saying. It's ending because if this is all confirmation coming forth with you, then you know that, hey, whatever's going to come moving forward is only something that's coming from the mind, from the mental, from the mind, okay? Whatever's going to come forth is whatever I'm more whatever the point of attraction may be. So if the point of attraction is happiness, if the point of attraction is bringing back my mate, if the point of attraction is not going back to where you don't want to be, if the point of attraction is to, you know what, I need to let go of this energy, then that's what's going to be created in your reality. You see, this is what it is. It's no more of the not knowing. We're in the cycle. We're in the Aquarian age. As a matter of fact, if you are following me on Facebook, I'm going to be speaking later on, and I'm going to go live so you can get more information. I'm going to tap into this Aquarian age type of thing. Not type of thing, but this Aquarian age and how to claim.
But where is the energy? You're going to explain what's going on, what's going to happen, and everybody else would, find out what's going on with their lives.
I'm going to tap into it as I get on the train. I'm going to write some notes down. So whatever comes through from the spirit realm is what I'll be sharing.
I'll be there. No problem. I'll be there tonight. There's something that you mentioned about occult and magic. One thing that I'm going through right now is because I was raised in church all my life. And all my life I've been weird. I've been a weird kid. I always went against what I was taught. I was even kicked out of school for unquote being too smart for the school. And that's just because I was just, my mentality, my intelligence came from somewhere else. It was just too much for me at a young age. And even with church, I feel like they would shame me or something, like something was wrong with me. And my mother would be like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. Whenever I tell her, oh, I think I saw such and such, I think I saw this, she always looked at me with the truth in her eyes. But everybody else looked at me like I was some kind of crazy little kid or whatever. And I suffer a lot. I know it's because I lost my mother when I was young. And so a lot of questions that I have, these type of questions that I have with the type of stuff that I'm going through now, I only have one person that would be honest with me about it that already went through it, but she's gone. So for me, I'm very sensitive. I could pick up on a lot of stuff, but I'm trying so hard to work with my ancestors, to communicate with them, but my stuff is very unclear. My dreams are unclear. Whatever messages I'm getting is unclear. It's like I'm getting there, I'm almost there, but I'm still fuzzy. And it's very frustrating because the type of person I am, I need some type of spiritual assistance to live out here in the physical world. The armor of
Absolutely.
defense is not good enough for me anymore. I need
Mhm.
more. And
Mhm.
I can't find it at church because church bashes me
Mhm.
for the questions that I have.
Mhm.
Church doesn't believe in reincarnation. They don't believe in magic. But when I flip open the Bible, there's so much magic in there.
Mhm.
There's so much stuff that I cannot explain, and the only way to explain it, you have to talk to me about earth, fire, wind, water. You have to talk to me about Kemet. You have to talk to me about all this stuff. I can't believe what the church people have to say because I find too much holes in their stories.
Mhm.
And so it's like I'm shocked. I'm waking up to all this stuff on top of all the stuff that I'm absorbing in the physical world already, and then on top of it, there go the sadness. Now I'm forced to be without my husband again, and I'm just not used to some energy, some person just coming to snatch him away from me, just like my mother got snatched away from me.
Mm.
But right now I'm trying to be calm. I'm not crying no more. I said he coming out. He's going to come out because I said he's coming out.
That's right.
Because if I just keep dwelling on crying, I'm never going to get my man back.
Mhm.
And he needs my energy where he's at. He's frustrated. He's going through some stuff. He's seeing stuff he shouldn't be able to see. I don't know if I'm the one who caused this to exist or whatever, because this has always been a fear. Trying to live in America, but your papers ain't straight. It's always been a fear. But I know this had to happen so that we don't have to live in fear anymore. Now the decision is up to one person. I don't know the judge. I don't know who he is. But all I know is he gonna give my man a bond. I've been working. I got the money here. But aside from him being here, Mama Ella, I have some creative stuff that's been tormenting me that I need to get out. And I feel like the devil just threw all of this on top of everything just to make it harder for me to get to my purpose, to do what I had to do, because now all my money and all my time and energy is going trying to get my husband out instead of it being put to help me. And he's not my boyfriend, he's my husband. So I feel like everything else is secondary. I got to get him out first, then take care of me, because he's my man. I'm suffering without the head of the household. So I have to bring him back, get my home back in balance, then proceed on with my life. That's why I called you, because I'm like, I know my ancestors got something to tell me to help me out. Because the problems out here is getting too much for me alone. I need assistance. I need to know what crystals to work with. I need something, because whatever I'm doing out here, the Bible ain't going to help completely. It's not. It's not.
Well, I feel, and thank you for expressing that. I definitely feel that whatever is, you don't have to stress about your husband. That's one thing I want to say. You don't have to stress about your husband, and as Scorpios, are known to go above and beyond for their mates. They have that reputation of, self-sacrificing in a sense. Yes, other signs do as well, but not like Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio.
He's a Scorpio too.
Yes, I. That's all right. That's all right. But this is the reason why I'm saying, with the both of you putting your minds together, the power in the mind together to create him, or to free him, that is enough. You understand? You don't have to stop, or you don't have to feel like I gotta put him first. Or, nah, you putting out too much energy into that. While that is gonna unwind within itself. It's gonna unfold the way it's gonna unfold. You already put it out there. What you can do that won't stress you out, or what you can do that won't drain you, is during meditation. You just said he is now released. Such and such, whatever your husband is now released. You can now begin to, in the morning, visualize him next to you in your bed. You wanna act like a prophet. You wanna put your prophet hat on and visualize your future. That is enough. And then you can go on with, being the best woman that you can be, because as far as your husband, that's gonna unfold the way it's gonna unfold. It's already happening. you see. So now when you talk about, okay, well, what crystals can I work with? In this sense, I definitely feel like with you, you want to work with any type of, and you want to look this up, any type of
Right.
crystals that works on the heart chakra. You get what I'm saying? Opening up your heart chakra a little bit more. In addition to, removing negative energy or negative auras around you so that you don't pick that up. Scorpions are they're like sponge. They're all water signs are like sponge, right? We just absorb just
Yep.
everything, right? So
Yep. Yep.
in any event, you have a lot of other people's aura on you, and this is the reason why I'm saying you're not thinking properly, because you can't think properly. You can't. You got to wash off. Just like you take a
Yep.
shower, just like you take a shower every day, you have to spiritually cleanse yourself every day. You want to work with affirmations in the mirror. You understand? Everyday affirmations in the mirror. Let me tell you something. Before, I've always had this mediumship. I always connected with spirits. But the way I became psychic was by telling myself I was psychic in the mirror. Oh, you're so beautiful. Look at you. You're the most beautiful psychic in this world. That's what I used to tell myself. And now that's what people call, that's how people address me. Hi, beautiful. Hey, Mama Ella.
Mhm.
Blah blah. All of it. This
Mhm.
is how people
Mhm.
address me because I already created this reality for myself. Psychic medium and the psychic is two different things, you see. So when you ask me, okay, well, how can I do this? These are the different steps that you could do. You can begin to sage yourself. You can begin to work with particular crystals that resonates with you, because as water signs, not all crystals resonates with us. Crystals,
Right.
the crystal elements sometimes don't even resonate with us. Sometimes we need to be chanting. We need to sing. We need to feel it in the soul. Some us water signs.
Playing drums or something because
That
I love to dance.
that's what I'm saying. That's why the ancestors came through when I was saying what I was saying, and I'm seeing them dancing. Yep, you come from that. So
I
if it,
have a lot of dancing visions. Is that tied to them too?
yes, it is. Mhm.
A lot of dancing visions. I
Mhm.
see a lot of visions of me at the beach, dancing by the
Mhm.
beach. I just a lot of stuff that I can use creatively, like just going into my life. Because aside from my physical job where I work at drawing blood for a living,
I'm not hearing
my
you good.
hobby,
Aside from where? I'm
um,
sorry.
aside from I draw blood for a living, but I don't want to do that forever. The main job that I want to do is modeling, but
Mhm.
I also want to tie into my modeling my awakening, the 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 other world, not the stuff that I learned in the Bible.
Mhm.
And most of it is through dancing. Most of it is expressing myself and
Mhm.
expressing my spirituality through dancing. But then that's
Mhm.
where the question comes in: who am I?
Mhm.
Because I had to go back into my roots to realize who the heck I was. Because all this American stuff that they taught over here, that didn't have nothing to do with who I was.
Right. So what's happening with you because the earth is ascending, right? And we're in the Aquarian age. We are now resonating with the truth. So you're no longer asleep. We're no longer in the Piscean age of I believe. You don't believe nothing now. You don't believe in the Bible now. You're believing in yourself. So now we're ascending, right? Elevation, consciousness, right? So now
Right.
it's like, all right, well, who am I now? Now you got questions. Now you're on this self discovery thing, right? Self identity thing. This is all what's happening with you. You're being reborn
Right.
again, as the Christians or the religion people say. You're closing out the chapter of deception and feeling like God is outside of you, and now you're realizing like, no, God is me. You see.
Yep.
So this is this and once you
Woo! Girl,
mhm,
you are everything.
yes.
Yes.
And
That's it right there.
that's what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So once you now realize that you no longer suffer with the pain body or the depression body or the confused body, you're going to have a lot of questions. But guess what? The only person that can navigate you properly is the soul in you. That's the only
Right.
person that can, and you have to take your time. No such thing as I'm feeling frustrated about this. Oh, I used to have dreams. I don't have dreams no more. Patience, patience is coming. The more you're consistent with it, the more it's gonna come to you. The more you're dedicated, the more you get what I'm saying. The more you sage yourself at night, the more you hum at night. The more you look at yourself in the mirror, and say these affirmations. The more you